Hey, Teddy K here for Best Buy Plugin, and in this video review we take a look at the Kobo Aura 1, the company's latest e-reader and the biggest one yet with a 7.8-inch e-ink display, along with some other features we're going to get to as well. Now there's little to note on connectivity since there's only the power button, which is you can find in the back. It's actually the only off-color thing because it's blue, and the micro USB port at the bottom to charge the device. With moderate usage, you should be able to get up to about 30 days per charge. The Aura 1 is pretty thin and light and about the width of a hardcover book, so not really a one-handed experience in most situations. Now I've added the sleep cover here, which is a nice case that I'll touch on a little bit later, but as you can see, when you look at it, the Kobo interface is very much like it has been previously. The display is sharp and responsive, with great clarity and plenty of screen brightness options that make it easy to read in any lighting situation. If a lot of this looks familiar to you, that's by design, because the Aura 1 doesn't really deviate from its predecessors. The options and settings are pretty much where you'd expect them to be. Now, if you're new to Kobo, the learning curve isn't steep because there aren't any real areas to get lost in. And then there's the Comfort Light display, which has brightness and natural light settings that change how the screen filters out blue light that can affect sleep, which is why there's a sleep time included in the feature that you can select. By default, Kobo has both of these to be automatic, so depending on how the ambient light looks or what it is outside, the brightness will adjust because of that. Natural light works in a lot of the same way, although it is based more so on the time. So if you set a bedtime for a certain time, then it will kick in before that so that basically your eyes are ready to go to sleep when the time comes. Looking at the blue light before you go to bed might affect your sleep. Now, it does affect some people, may not affect others, but this is something that we've been seeing in smartphones and tablets more so as well. So now as you get a closer look here, this is the natural light turned on. So you see the yellow tint, or yellow kind of orangey tint that has been added to it, and now in a darker light setting like I have here. So this is with the regular brightness on, okay? So there you see where it's at. Now, not very high, right? Even though it looks kind of bright. Now, if I crank up the natural light all the way, we get that tint coming up, which makes everything look a little softer, at least for my eyes anyway. I don't know about you, but at least for me, I felt that reading it this way before bed made it a lot easier for me. So some of the other things that we could focus on here include how you interact with the text. Hold down on a word to bring up a definition, or select a passage to highlight or make a note. Very simple. As I show you Kobo's info about the natural light setting, I did want to note that having Overdrive for access to library books, you just need a card number by the way, and Pocket for saved online articles were nice ways to expand reading, at least for me, though you can also add ebooks you've downloaded to your computer from other sources, another great way to just add more content to the 8 gigs of internal storage that the device has. That's good enough for up to 6,000 ebooks, so more than enough content to go around here for you to read and keep you busy. And just going to make a note here about the sleep cover. So remember that case that I showed earlier? So it's got a leather-like feel, really nice. It's got magnets as well. You open it, it wakes up the Kobo, you close it, and it puts it to sleep. Simple as that. Very nice product. And you got the little fold there so you can use it as a kickstand. And yeah, the Aura 1 is also water resistant. So it's got an IPX8 rating that's good enough for 60 minutes in clear water down to a depth of 2 meters. So you can read this in the pool, in the tub, no problem. And that is the Kobo Aura 1. For Best Buy Plugin, I'm Teddy K. Thanks for watching.